First things first, just remind me of your first name and last name, and you guys can look at me the entire time.
Rolando Hawkins Jr.
How do you spell all of that?
ROLANDOJACQUES.
Awesome, and same thing for you.
Roland Hawkins Sr. ROLANDOJACQUES.
All right, so we have a lot going on behind us. Walk me through what had happened here.
So on Saturday night, we noticed the dogs barking. When we looked outside the window, we did see a huge hog kind of tilling the grass, kind of just going up and down, and kind of freaked out. We didn't expect that to be a hog, and my dogs were just going crazy with that.
Especially in a residential area,
Yeah, it's a small knit community, and like you said, you couldn't imagine that there's a hog. Have you ever seen anything like that before?
I have never seen that, especially in this side of town. No, I have not.
Right, but you said that you live near like a wooded area.
Correct. Yes.
Pecan Valley is just right across the way over there, and they're just, a bunch of feral hogs, and they're coming into the neighborhood, and they're just tearing up the yards. I'm just more concerned of the elderly, kids. They can seriously get hurt, especially if you don't know what the damage a hog can do.
Absolutely. We were just talking about that too. I'm like, what if there was kids out front playing? What do you do in that situation? Because they could hurt somebody.
Yeah, you better run fast.
Yeah.
So you say you just moved to this area not too long ago, a few months ago, and your lawn is already damaged.
Correct. It's been about 2 months since I've been here. Didn't realize that hogs would be in this area. I understood there was a wooded area. Just didn't know that this, would kind of wake up in the morning and you don't know if, or what happened to your lawn. And it's just kind of a shocker to me to see that.
And you're not the only one. You got the most damage, of course, as we can see, but they kind of hit both blocks.
Yes, ma'am. There's a further down the block, from some of the neighbors here down the street too as well. But yes, I did get hit the worst.
And you have a dog, so that kind of worries me too. If you had your dog out in the front lawn, God forbid, got hurt.
Correct. Yes. Yeah.
So that definitely worries you. You're keeping your dog in now for.
Yes,
right
ma'am. Keep it in the backyard. Make sure the gates are fenced. Did buy chains and locks for the gates as well. That way, make sure nothing comes in, nothing gets out. But yes, huge concern.
Absolutely. Now you initiated the call because this is kind of an issue that many residents need to know about. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I called different agencies to come, see what they can do, and everybody didn't have an answer for me. And I'm just more concerned that, an elderly, a child can get seriously hurt. And if something happens, then they will do something about it. But, it's terrible. It's terrible.
So preventative measures need to be taken now.
Now, before something seriously happens. And that's when something will be done. But I just don't want it to get to that point, especially, with the children or, my son or, his grandmother coming in. She can't walk that fast. You don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're still out there. Like you said, there's multiple of these feral hogs.
Yes, they are. Plenty. We've seen them just coming up down the street. As you can see, they tore up the lawn. It's just terrible. It's terrible. And I just, we just want some answers and some help.
Yeah.
I was told to shoot them, but what are you going to do with the 250-pound hog on your street? That's what I'm concerned. Or you shoot a weapon at midnight, you're going to startle the neighbors, and that's not, I don't want to be the one pointing the finger at, but we just want some answers so they can do something about it.
Any measures you're taking now to prevent yourselves from these feral hogs?
Really, hopefully to get some brighter lights outside the front yard, as well as kind of security cameras, kind of just to notify when something's out and about. That way, if we're walking out and leaving out, we're be aware of that.
Absolutely. You don't live in the area. You're a little further out.
Yes, I just live across the way. I'm not that far, but we don't have this problem. It's here.
Wow. So just in this community?
Yes, just in this. That I know of, or down the street too. My niece lives down the street, and she's seen them. You can hear them as out in the front yard.
I'm not too familiar with hogs, but are they loud? Are they loud when they're doing this to your lawn?
Yes, they're loud when they're doing this, tearing it up. They're trying to cool off. But yeah, they're terrible. They're terrible. It can be very dangerous, but like I said, an elderly can be walking, and people are walking. It's spring coming. They're going to start watering their yards. The hog needs to come gets, because they don't sweat, so they got to come cool off. There's going to be an accident. I can guarantee you there will be an accident.
Yeah, unfortunately, it just sounds like a big problem.
Mm-hmm.
So these hogs, they come out at night
At
specifically?
night. Yes, at night.
Yeah.
Noticed it like after 1:30 a.m. That the hog was out here.
That's crazy. You go out your front yard just to get some cool air, and then you see a 250
Yeah.
pound.
Yeah, they're huge.
Yeah.
They're huge. Even the Uber driver got a taste of it Saturday. The Uber driver dropped us off. He said, "Don't go out there. They're going to get you." And he was honking his horn, trying to get them out. But those things they ain't going to listen.
So they're not scared of the big.
They ain't scared. They're not
No?
scared.
So how do you what do you even do when that's on your front lawn?
Stay in the car.
Stay in the car. Yeah.
Stay in the car.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wouldn't want to know.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to know either. But yeah, no, they're huge, and they will attack.
Yeah, and that's kind of scary for younger kids,
Yeah.
especially elderly that I've seen in the neighborhood that aren't able to even walk. All right, so is there anything else that I'm leaving out that you guys want to add into the story? I think you covered a lot.
No, thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys. You did great. Come on.